Hello everyone. My name is Sari. And before I begin today's lecture about sustainability, community, and the Web3, I would like to introduce myself. So I studied architecture in Berlin, and I specialized in sustainability. And about 7 years ago, I founded a community in Germany together with 25 people, 2 hours from Berlin. We bought 10 acres of land to create a community called Wir bauen Zukunft, which is a community all about sustainability and creating new tools for the future. So I always had this interest of finding ways and people to make a world a better place. And this came after a trip that I did to India, where suddenly I got confronted with the reality of the world, that not everyone has a shelter, that not everyone has the comfort that we have. So I had to realign my value system and decided that my mission as well here was to try to have a good impact in the world. So I kind of see myself as a build bridger between the old and the new, the conventional and the unconventional. And to make this long story short, in January, I was introduced to the blockchain and to the amazing, and I understood the huge potential that this technology has to really create a paradigm shift in our society and in our humanity. For me, the Web3 really symbolizes the potential for us to build the world that Bob Marley and the Beatles sang to us. A world full of abundance, a world of equality, a world where we are living more in synchronicity with nature as well. So then I wrote a song. I'm as well a musician, and I felt it in my heart that I wanted to find a project that really I resonated with within the Web3. And so by the serendipity of the universe, I came into contact with CosmiQ Universe. And what is CosmiQ Universe? It's a decentralized global community using ancient and innovative technology to make this world a better place. So, more precisely, CosmiQ is a transmedia company based in Switzerland. We have many artists, entrepreneurs, people from the finance and spiritual leaders that really come together and say that what we need is to raise the frequency of love. For me, this equals sustainability. But to better understand, let's see the Oxford definition of sustainability. 1, the ability to maintain at a certain rate or level. For example, when we are talking about economic sustainability. 2, avoidance of depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. So although there are really very concrete principles based on sustainability, for example, decentralization, I want to come more into a metaphysical level and really see that sustainability equals love. And for that, I want to give you a fable. So in the indigenous communities in Brazil, they have this tale that in order to collect honey, there was always a man and a woman needing to go and collect the honey. The role of the man was to climb up the tree and take the honey. The role of the woman was to remind the man to leave enough honey so the bees could keep on generating this honey, so the source of honey would not dry out. And I think that this world that we are living in, where we only want growth for the sake of growth, where we are only worried about numbers and fast growing and fast and more, is not healthy. It's not healthy for the planet. We do see the ecological disasters that we are facing today, but it's as well not healthy for the people. And so many of us really suffer from burnout. So people are starting to wake up and slowing down. And really what I feel, and I'm not alone in here, is that we need to bring more love. More love, that it's a kind of a feminine energy that leaves within each and every one of us, despite gender. So you have as well a feminine energy within you. You as well. We all can tap into this, what we call feminine energy, which is an energy of caring, an energy of slowing down, an energy of acceptance. And we should put this energy into everything that we do. Because when we really pour energy into the things that we love, energy flows. So, startups in the old Web2 paradigm are centralized around individual leaders in a top-down hierarchy. That means that I associate in the old world a world of scarcity, a world where we need to compete to each other because there is only a very small percentage on the top that is going to make it. And what happens is that we get separated from each other. We create an imbalancement. If we think in terms of shape, I would put the pyramid. So where the few on the top are living really well and the masses are living really bad. Decentralized organizations in the new Web3 paradigm are non-hierarchical, and co-creation happens in a horizontal way across the entire community. So in a sense, I really do believe that Web3 really brings a new energy to the table, which is an energy of abundance. There is so much that there is no necessity for us to compete anymore. Actually, what we should be doing is cooperating with each other, because the very famous sentence, Wagami, we are all gonna make it. This is really what symbolizes the Web3. And I think that if we really put these values in all the projects that we are doing, we will all thrive. In a world more sustainable, I really, the form that I see is a form of a circle where we are all equal and there is no really separation. So decentralization brings us back to our tribal ancestral cultures, where belonging is based on shared values and experiences. And what we are seeing through the decentralization is the rise of many tribes, or the rise of many communities. And for example, we here in the castle, we are a community. Our values or our principles, what gathered us is the blockchain, is the Web3, but as well is a wish to really get to know each other, get to see the faces behind of all the people that are working towards making the world a better place. And one thing that is very important when you're doing a community is that communities are based on shared values and principles. For example, the Bored Apes, one of the biggest PFP collections, or more well-known, what are they based on? They are based on being rich and showing off their status. Okay, that's fine, you know. But for communities to thrive, they need three things. They need a vision or the same values. They need the members, so the people who share these values, and a space and an identity. And now that we are gathering as tribes, we have to tap into the ancient technology. And what do I mean with ancient technology? It means, how do we govern ourselves? Not so long ago, our ancestors were living as well as tribes. So this knowledge is embedded in our history. This knowledge is embedded in our DNA. And we need to remember who we are and where we came from. And combining this with future technologies, with the blockchain, I really feel that we have potential to really create a beautiful world in line with each other, in line as well with nature, where we all can thrive. Sorry. So the role of NFTs in this the NFTs are both new kinds of flags signalizing our belonging to a tribe, and new kind of stocks being able to grow value over time. So an important thing as well about community building is you need a sign that unites us, that makes it visual for you, even if you don't know that person belongs to your tribe. In the blockchain and the Web3, we have the NFTs. if we are gathering as neo-tribes, the NFTs are really our flags, you know. The NFTs are a kind of a symbol of new social digital identities. And with these flags, or with these NFTs, we have the possibility not only to identify ourselves as being part of the same community, but we have as well, due to technology, the possibility through NFTs to access to content, as we said, increasing the value of these NFTs over time, so generating as well some capital. And as well, what we are seeing is that a lot of NFT projects are as well adding an access to IRL events or Metaverse experiences. So coming back to CosmiQ. So as I said, our utility is to raise the collective consciousness on Earth through love, but how do we actually do this? We do this by inspiring people. We have created avatars, and through these avatars we have artists, we have storytellers, we have spiritual leaders that create images, stories, music, retreats, festivals that aim to inspire people to reconnect to themselves, reconnect to nature, reconnect to a higher sense of self, and as well in some cases heal. So I'm gonna show you an example, and I'm gonna present you. So here we have the Twitter feed of one of our avatars, Leia Love. As you can see, she has over 360 million followers. 1,000 followers on Instagram, and she has a message for you today. Oh, may I have more volume? All right, let's try again.
My name is Leia Love. I am the ambassador for planet Earth. We are the ones who create our future through actions, thoughts, and feelings. Therefore, we have also the power to create a better world. And we can start with it right now. I am very happy to be here with you, creating tomorrow together. I am in service of this amazing planet and its wonderful beings, and my mission is to remind us of who we really are. Everyone is longing for love and a healthy planet, and I want to show that we can create such a world. A world everyone wishes to live in. Leaving the old paths and systems in order to create new ones is not always easy, but if we trust new formats, we have a chance to make a difference. As Earth Ambassador, I am here to show that co-creation in alignment with values coming straight from our hearts is the key to a happy future. We have to learn to be modern tribes again, honoring our land and our children's future. Nature is the biggest and most advanced technology, and we should treat it with respect and honor it as our greatest source of inspiration.
So thank you so much, Leia. So now let us talk as well about the metaverse, because as we said, for a community to thrive, we as well need space. And in the ancient times, it used to be physical spaces where we connect. Today, through technology, we have the immense potential of the metaverse. And what are these potential? First is to be able to create fantastical worlds that inspire us. This is a shot from the metaverse that CosmiQ Universe is actually developing right now in Dubai. So creating spaces that defy physics, because we don't have the physical implications in the metaverse. But as well to be able to host retreats, experiences that can be seen and experienced by much more users than the IRL allows. For example, for you to see the potential, Ariana Grande, who is a pop star, she gave a concert in the metaverse for a fortnight that was seen by 27 million users. So I'm not so sure if we could gather ever 27 million people in one physical event, but this is the huge potential that the Metaverse has, is that we are able to create meaningful experiences, and these can be potentialized for much more people to attend them. And then, of course, another point that is as well important, although it's not the most important, we can monetize from these user experiences. So what is the goal of CosmiQ Universe? Is to create environments for a higher dimension of consciousness. So we really want to create spaces where not only people can meet, but they really can have so deep experiences they start looking from within. As well, another very beautiful part of the Metaverse that I really enjoy is that the Metaverse gives us the potential for us to experiment on building cities, building new prototypes on the Metaverse that then could benefit the real world. And here is as well a bridge that for me it's very important to create between the digital world and the physical world. So now let's talk about numbers, because it's for many people it's very difficult to understand how a company which utility is just raising the frequency of love, how can we actually thrive as well in a financial part. So here there is the financial, the business plan. I'm not going to go into much detail of it, but I'm going to tell you our main sources of income, which is investors and donors, or in a sense membership. We have NFT collections, we host IRL, and in the future we are going to be as well hosting Metaverse experiences, and we create as well content. For you to understand that love really does wonders and magic, the company was founded in 2020 in Switzerland, and it has since then risen 6 times. I know this because now I'm as well an investor in the company. Yay me. And its current value is at 25 million Swiss francs. So yes, we do operate from the heart, but we do align our heart with our mind to really create a sustainable world and a sustainable future for all of us who are at CosmiQ Universe. And then I would like to, to finish off by really saying that for me personally, I really do see a kind of a parallel in between the paradigm shift that the Web3 is creating, new ways for us to collaborate, new ways of creating transparency, new ways of valuing artists. So for me, as I said, I really do see the Web3 as abundance, as this tool that could create an utopia on Earth. And I like to see this technological advancement a little bit in a parallel to the human development. So I really feel like us as a humanity, we are as well having an upgrade in our system, that we are finally starting to wake up. There has been so many disasters these last years that people are really questioning, why am I slaving away? Why am I burning myself out? Is there another way of working? Is there another way of creating value that doesn't mean that I need to deploy the earth, that I need to deploy myself? And yes, there is. So I really see that through the Web3, or the technological advancements are as well helping us to raise as human consciousness. So there is a kind of an upgrade to our system in the way that we operate. So I really like to believe that we are operating less just from a part of our mind and coming into a part of our heart. And hopefully we are able to connect the two and use our minds when our minds need to be used, but use our heart in everything that we do. Because when we start operating from our hearts, magic happens. And part of life, believe me, starts to become a little bit more effortless. So imagine a world where digital nations, and decentralized autonomous communities, self-sustained and empowered, are able to come together to build a new paradigm of life on Earth. This is why we believe in the Web3. Thank you so much. I'm Sari, and I will open the space for questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sari.